good days and bad days, you know. Same as.
It's always something like. You seem to be you get a lot of press for being a Manchester band, also a lot of praise for fighting all the time.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. That's the thing that the press are playing up on, but we've got to be smart about it. That's all they can write. They can just ring, and that's what annoys me about the press in England. They're just stupid. They don't listen to our songs, and that's all they can get off on. And if people want to buy that, that's cool.
It's more like they want to project across, like, oh, it's more interesting. I mean, sometimes journalists think it's more interesting if you look at a band and there's two people fighting on stage. I mean,
well, exactly. That's what I'm saying about journalists being lazy. Fucking that's a bit of a mouthful. It's like, what's easier for them to write about? Two brothers fighting in a band, or about music? About two brothers fighting in a band. Simple as that. So they choose to write about that. What as John Lydon once said, and I tell this to the kids: deny nothing. What is the point of denying anything? Somebody asks us a question, we'll give them an answer.
We just believe we're the best band in the world.
And I want to fucking go out and drink.
Rock and roll's about music. 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 It's not about you. It's not about me.
Well, there's not much else going on. The band really is apart from me and him.
I'm still influenced by the Beatles, obviously, but you know I've listened to a lot of like the Beta Band, for instance, and the way that they do things. Although we didn't employ any of their recording techniques in the way that they will pick up a plastic bag and a packet of crisps and make a drum track out of it. There's none of that, but I suppose there was a certain sense in listening to their records thinking, well, yeah, anything is possible.
So we try to do something different and incorporate everyone in the record, using keyboard sounds, looping up guitars, just experimenting. That was the thing with this record, was experimentation, but not letting it get out of control.
We just wanted this album to be a little bit different than the last one. Yeah, I'm the most honest band in the world.
why do you think the kids are so crazy about you?
Because I'm in. No, I don't know. It's because of the music and
The songs are true, you know.
Because of the songs and what the songs are saying, and because we're always gigging, we gig all around the world.
Promotion, just got to keep promoting. If we could stop tomorrow and people still buy the records, but if we didn't gig as much as we do, then it will slowly sort of fade away. So we just got to keep it full on.
We're always playing at the fans, and that's one of the main reasons. That's why they buy our records. We're always gigging.
You said in an interview that you loved John Lennon because he was only interested in music and he didn't care about anything else.
Oh, but he did though.
That's what you said.
Did that?
Who are you talking about?
Everybody's now in England in the press, and it's shit, but in the press in England.
We're the Beatles and the Stones. We're the Chaz and Dave.
You don't feel like playing that game of being a good-looking pop star?
What, like Damon?
Yeah.
The music and all. You know what I mean? We sounded good, and we had, you know. And everyone says, yeah, it was a bit of luck. I don't believe in luck. It's a lot of bollocks.
Noel said that even.
What?
Looking back, it was a lot of it had to do with luck.
I don't believe that. He's wrong. You're wrong.
You could say it was pure luck, really, so.
See, Liam, you know what Liam said about that? He's heard that. There's no luck involved, he said.
Really?
He says.
And what would he know?
I don't believe it's luck. What's luck? If you're good, you're good. You know what I mean? If you're shit, you're shit. You know what I mean? Like even bands who are really shit get somewhere. Then that's fucking luck. You know what I mean? We got to where we went to get.
People just tend to sensationalise things just because it sounds good. Life in this group can be pretty boring, all the hanging around and all the rest of it. But people would have you believe that we're, we're like smashing things up 24 hours a day, which is not true. You know, they've left now and it's in the past, and luckily for us, we got a great bass player and a great guitarist, so we're fine. And in the case of Creation, we've got, we've got our own record label out of it, so everything's worked out brilliant at the moment. So when people were saying, well, Marcus was saying, we've got this booking for Wembley Stadium, and it was like 2 months before the single come out, and he's saying if we're going to do it, we've got to put the tickets on sale now, and all the fans had to go off was one photograph of the band with 2 new members in. They hadn't heard the record or anything, and when the first Wembley sold out in a day, it was just staggering. At the end of the Be Here Now tour, I was, in my own mind, I'd quit the band. There was no inspiration behind the song. It was like, oh, we'll get a string section in and we'll tie it up a little bit. Whereas for me anyway, rock and roll's got to be the instant things. You know, like when you hear rock and roll star for the first time, you just go,
Right,
yeah, I'm having it, totally.
Yeah, exactly.
And, you know, that song doesn't, you know, and like Supersonic and Cigarettes and Alcohol, they don't need string sections and, you know, a lot of studio trickery to make them what they are. They're just great rock and roll songs. And I think that I personally, as a writer, just became a bit lazy and a bit uninterested in the whole process. And I thought I was writing songs that I didn't feel, oh well, you know, at the time I felt they were all right, but now looking back on it, it's like I was probably thinking, well, it's all right. We'll bang a string section on it and and a brass section, and it'll be all right. And you know where you stand with us. If we're in a, you know, we don't sit in a dressing room arguing with each other and then go out on stage. Hey, you know, everything's great. You know, yeah. If we're in a bad mood with each other, then we'll take that onto the stage with us. You know what I mean? It doesn't change. Yeah. You know, so at least if there's one thing that, you know, people can respect us for, if it's not the music, then it could be the fact that we're probably the most honest band since the Sex Pistols. You know, we just tell it like it is. And a lot of people don't like that, you know what I mean? But fuck them. Yeah. Well, no, because, you know, I mean, a band like Oasis or the Sex Pistols comes along once every 20 years, and that's why the yellow press are still fascinated with me and Liam.
Yeah, what do you think of food?
Your fucking sweet potatoes bobbins, man, because my missus does better than that.
I said bobbins means what, shit?
Shit, yeah, because it's a bit clumpy and like clumpy. It was all really nice, but my missus does a better sweet potato than you, man.
She fucking cooked it.
Yeah, but you told her to cook it that way.
What's with the new haircut?
I'm just gradually like, you know, fuck it, you know what I mean? Tonight I'm going to fucking shave it off and fucking roast it.
Nicole said she's done it with a frying pan. A bit like a pudding bowl, but a flat one.
What, my haircut with a frying pan?
Yeah, she didn't cut that, did she? Come on.
Get off your... You cut fucking yours. You look like you've been electrocuted, you fucker. Been struck by lightning.
Don't you think jazz was the sort of the old rock and roll?
No.
Or blues?
Blues was the birth of rock and roll. Jazz is rubbish. Let's talk about rock and roll.
I'm still not convinced.
Do you think it's better than the greatest rock and roll tune of all time?
They're two different kettles of fish. One's not better than the other.
No, one's and one's great. That's
what makes it. You're not telling me why.
But nobody likes jazz apart from people who wear jackets like that.
Listen, Mr. Bloody Tartan and bloody. Is that real? Is that ring
tartan.
Real?
That's not tartan. So, yeah, that ring is real. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's it worth?
Well, now it's been on my finger and absolutely.
Have you tried elderflower cordial? While we're on the subject of puffy drinks.
No, but I know for a fact you have.
I love it.
Well, the press outside England are a lesser form of scum. A lesser form of scum than the press in England, basically. I hope that each and every one of them die in a pool of their own vomit really quickly. Okay. Especially the ones that are in this room at the moment.